Miscellaneous.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 4 of me and Devin's podcast, Miscellaneous. That's right. Today we have two very special guests. Last night, actually, we had Enoch, our good friend Enoch, on the podcast. It was a pretty fun time. But today we have two boys that we know very well who actually do go to our school. It is, well, I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Jonathan.
Jonathan.
I'm 16 years old, and I'm a junior at Spring Valley Academy.
Nice. All right. I'm Aiden McCoy. I am 18, and I am a senior at SVA.
Yeah, he's in my class. He's my boy.
This is my boys, so.
We're all boys, okay? So, Jonathan.
Yes.
You have a very good talent in music.
I would say so.
Okay, so I want to tell you, from my perspective, I really admire your passion for music and how much you practice and how much you're willing to go up and play. Can you share with us a little bit, why you love to do music?
Yeah, well, I've been singing forever, pretty much. I've been playing the piano for 8 years now, and then the guitar for 2 years. So I just really have a passion for music, and whenever I have the chance to share it, or someone asks me to go up on stage, I'm always willing. Oh, yeah. What?
He also had this awkward face. When I first met him in 8th grade, the end of 8th grade year, while we were both shadowing, he was super awkward, and I was awkward as well. But I mean, he was
I just realized all three of you guys were really awkward when you first came to our school. Okay, there you go.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay, good talk.
But so I think we had something to do. We asked what's our hobbies and stuff, and John was like, "Oh, I love music."
No, Jonathan's really good at piano though. I'm amazed. So he can play by ear. He says you used to take lessons when you were younger, right?
Yeah.
And then he didn't like them, so he had this mindset that he wanted to figure it out on his own. So he quit his lessons, and ever since then he just kind of learned how to play piano by ear. He knows what every note sounds like. So me doing music as well. A lot of times me and Jonathan have to do musical projects together, and Jonathan's asked to play the piano. So he goes home, learns the part, comes back the next day, and he has it down perfectly, every time. And it's amazing.
Yeah. So pretty much when I started piano, our pastor gave us a piano that wasn't going to be used in the church anymore. Mm-hmm. So my dad brought it home, and my older brother already knew how to play piano. So he was playing around on it, and I wanted to play too. So I convinced my dad to give me lessons, but right off the bat,
so your dad was giving you lessons?
No, my dad to
yeah, I know what you mean. To pay for your lessons. Yeah,
and I went there, and I was like, all of this stuff he's teaching me, I could literally do myself. I would go home and it would be easy. So I was like, what is the point of lessons? So then I would play so much every day that it just became second nature. And then
YouTube it?
No, not really. I played it so much that it became easier to play by ear. So now I just play by ear.
That's not good. What about you, Aiden? You got any special talents?
I mean, I don't got any special talents.
Yeah, he plays the bass.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah,
you were talking about music. Yeah, I play the bass.
Us three right here, me, Aiden, and Jonathan, are actually in a praise band for our church youth group. It's called PW, because our youth group is called Perichoresis. It's pretty fun. Yeah. Although, to be honest, Jonathan's a freaking pro. Aiden's not bad. Aiden knows what he's doing. Me, I'm completely new to this electric guitar thing, and it's been really hard for me lately. So I'm kind of learning stuff, but we'll get it going. We'll get
I'm
good.
just here, not knowing.
And Devin's just.
I can't play an instrument. I can't do anything, but I don't know. Maybe one day I'll just take the time and
learn how to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
One day.
No, I mean, Devin's really cool, man. You're super chill, bro. Maybe that's you. Never mind. But anyways, Jonathan, I wanted to talk to you. You talked about your mindset of how, you saw everything that your piano teacher was showing you. You said, I can literally just go and do this by myself. Mm-hmm. I love that mindset, dude. That's the mindset that I try to live for. A lot of times we can find ourselves complaining about things that don't really complaining about things that we can change really quickly in our lives, and so therefore there's no point in complaining about it. I'm just using your thing as an analogy. People could say, oh, I want to learn how to play the piano, but it's never gonna happen because I don't know how to do it. I would need someone to teach me. I need someone good who understands me to teach me. It's no, I think you can make the decision for yourself that you can go out and do anything you want, honestly, without having to make excuses.
Sorry.
I hate when people do that. It's really annoying.
My bad.
That's okay. I still love you.
Okay.
Aiden.
What's
How
up?
you feeling today,
I'm
man?
feeling good.
Awesome. Yeah, this is my boy Aiden. He moved here from. Okay, Aiden, let's talk about you.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell your story. I want you to tell your story.
All right. Well, should we start at birth?
Yes.
Okay.
How was birth, Aiden? How did it?
How did it
I
feel
mean,
to
if we're actually gonna talk about the birth story, I wasn't coming out right, you know. So the doctor had to take like a plunger and like stick it on my head and like yank me out.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What?
It's a true story.
So like your hair was popping out and the plunger
I
had to
just
go
needed
in
more
there,
help, too.
suction up to your bald head, and just pull you up.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird thinking about that.
It's pretty crazy.
And then like the plunger fell off my head and the doctor fell back and yeah, my parents thought.
I can't do this.
That is pretty funny.
But yeah, and then I was born here in Dayton, Ohio.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I was born here.
Torby.
That's crazy.
Wait, no, do you actually not know that? I didn't
Oh,
know that, but
okay,
I mean,
no.
like,
Okay,
I feel
no,
like
never mind.
something like you should
No,
know.
I did hear that because your dad's a Reds fan and stuff. Okay, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, Dad and I were both
I
born
just
here.
forgot. Yeah.
And then moved.
Your dad
out.
was born here too.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
So,
then-
so your dad grew up going to Kettering and stuff.
yeah,
That's crazy.
and he
Okay.
went to SVA for like a semester,
Whoa. Okay.
but then he didn't stick around.
Mhm.
And then I moved out to Walla Walla, Washington, where I grew up till
Walla Walla's a good place.
Walla Walla's a good place.
I mean, it's kind of out there in the middle of nowhere, but it's a good place.
Yeah, and I grew up there till I was 15, or 16, and we moved out here.
So, if you were to compare, okay, for those of you who aren't Seventh-day Adventists, all of us are Seventh-day Adventists. We've kind of grown up in the Seventh-day Adventist community, so we know like different Seventh-day Adventist schools and communities and stuff. So if you ever get confused about like the Seventh-day Adventist communities and schools and churches that we're talking about, I'm sorry. we'll try our best not to
Feel
make
free
it.
to ask us any questions.
Yeah, we'll try not to make it confusing. So, how would you compare living in Walla Walla to living here in Kettering? Because they're both like pretty. Kettering and Walla Walla are both pretty highly populated Adventist like places.
Places, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Walla Walla, I felt like was. I don't know what I can say.
So, like,
on here.
Well, I mean, what? Just say
You always
anything.
talk about him being naked and his butt.
Yeah,
You
dude,
can
come
say
on.
anything.
Open up. Become vulnerable.
I like what Kettering is doing. I think
As-
other than I don't know. I feel like
As far as-
there's struggles out here, and when you go back out to like Walla Walla, I feel like they've
It's-
got the worship thing down. I feel like they
Worship is in like praise, like music and stuff.
music. I think they got that down. I think when before we moved, I felt like the pastors, everything, they had it down. Like, I felt like everyone was playing their part, and it was good. Like,
Okay.
it was
This is Walla Walla, right?
yeah,
Okay.
Walla Walla.
Mhm.
And I think Kettering is getting there. Like, it's getting a lot better.
I mean, going to the first services, I would I like the first services here at Kettering a lot. I mean, part of it is that like at Walla Walla is a big like Adventist college town. It's a university.
And
Like
it's
that's
small.
what it is. And so when you have like a bunch of college kids there, you're gonna have a lot more like enthusiasm about like worships and stuff, whatever. Whereas here you have a lot of like elders who are more conservative and stuff. Like if you go to the Kettering church, I mean obviously there's Kettering College, but if you go to the Kettering church, it's made up of a lot of like elders and like older people who are, sometimes more conservative, which isn't a bad thing at all. It's just two different places. But what I like what they've done about at the Kettering Church is how they split up is kind of what they've done the last few years with the first service and the second service, where the first service is kind of more like contemporary.
Yeah.
And like the music is like praise and worship songs as far as like modern worship.
Yeah.
And then second service, they have the choir and stuff and everything. So I really do like how Kettering's kind of. I think they're moving in the right direction as far as how they're like splitting things up and being able to, you can go and kind of worship wherever you like, however you want at Kettering. I really like that. Also in the youth room, shout out to our pastor Jason Calvert.
Mm-hmm.
to you?
Yeah, I've really appreciated just his passion and what he's done for our youth group here. I mean, this is my last year here, and I only had him here for like 3 years, which is that's all right. But I really do appreciate what he's doing, and I know it's headed in the right direction. Mm-hmm. Not gonna go bad. So as far as the schools go, at Walla Walla you have Walla Walla Valley Academy.
Walla Walla Valley Academy, yep.
So you went there for 1 year, right?
Yes.
How would you compare Walla Walla Valley Academy to your Spring Valley Academy?
I don't know if I can really compare it because I only went there for a year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can compare it to Rogers, the elementary the K through 8th grade.
Because you were there for a long time.
Yeah.
I was there from K to 8th grade. I just said that. Sorry, my bad.
You just grew up with the same people, and no one moved away, no one left. So you grew up with the same people, and you grew together.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was really, really good to grow up together and go through life together.
Yeah.
I feel like that was more. I don't know.
I mean, some people have that here. In our class, we have. Yeah. There's a group. Okay, my class actually went through a lot, actually. But I don't really know if that's a conversation to go into right now. But there's a group of 4 kids in my class, or maybe 5, who have kind of been together since kindergarten. And so they kind of have that feeling there. But, yeah, okay, I can see what you mean. I know, Rogers is a pretty big school, isn't it? Or at least for Adventist school.
Yeah.
Pretty big Adventist school, yeah.
400 kids.
Well, is this your 3rd year at SVA or 4th?
3rd year.
3rd year.
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed your experience at SVA?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I have. It got better because I actually met good people.
So you want to talk? I know that you've told me a little bit that you kind of struggled your first year here.
Yeah.
You want to open up and talk a little bit about that?
Sure.
All right.
I just struggled because I just wasn't involved in just conversation with other people.
Okay.
I'm not a talker.
Mm-hmm.
I'll listen, but I'm not a talker. So
that's totally cool, man.
I just felt awkward to just hang out, and then I had that weird. Never mind. We're not gonna go into that.
Whoa!
Stop it.
What? Come on.
I think I know.
Wait, I actually want to know.
Does it have to do with a relationship?
Yeah.
But
we can talk about it. Just don't say the name.
All right. I mean, yeah. I had a little something.
He had a little relationship with the girl in our class.
Yeah.
A very very nice girl.
Yeah, she was nice.
Yeah. Just didn't work out.
It just didn't work out. We didn't click, which is fine.
That's cool, man.
At least we didn't continue it, and then.
Hey, dude, it happens.
Waste my time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Amen.
What about you, Jonathan? How was your transition from your new school to the SBA?
I think I was really lucky because
really
before coming to Spring Valley, I already knew a lot of people at Spring Valley.
From Clifton, your church group, yeah.
From Clifton Christian Academy. But I already knew a lot of people that was in my class, and then also some other people in high school. So it was pretty easy to fit in, and also with the music thing, the second or third week of school, I did special music, and then after that.
Were you nervous your first time you did special music?
Not really, because I sing a lot in church. But
wow.
After I sang that special music, a lot of people from different classes were just.
Oh my gosh, you're so good! Your voice is amazing.
Yeah, so it was pretty easy to fit in, and then my class was very welcoming, and I just got it was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun first year. So yeah.
Yeah. Man, I mean, it seems like most people who come to SVA their first year, they kind of go through a rough patch, and then you kind of start to mold in and you start to fit in and stuff.
Yeah, I can honestly say I was on the same boat as Aiden. I was very quiet.
Very quiet. You're not
gonna rub it in my face, but
sorry.
But also what I told Torby this, that I really appreciate the environment, how welcoming they were, and that's just something it was totally different from all the previous schools I've been to. So I really appreciate that. Something I really like about SBA.
We have gotten a lot better with that. I mean, I'll go into my experience at SVA on a different podcast sometime. But yeah, I've had some interesting stuff at SVA. I've for my 7 years at SVA, I've grown. I've seen a lot that's been going on, and I've been able to observe a lot and stuff. and I've really learned to appreciate SVA and where it's come. It's come a long ways. I feel like, and I really do feel like I wouldn't be the person I am today. I know a lot of people hate on our school, but I can tell you I wouldn't be the person I am right now if it wasn't for SVA. It's taught me to be the best person I could possibly be. Well, it's pushed me to my limits to try to be the best person I can be. Yeah. So Jonathan, what school did you go to before SVA?
Clifton Christian Academy in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, it's an Adventist Elementary?
Yeah.
Okay.
You lived in Cincinnati all your life, right?
Yep. I actually don't like Cincinnati that much.
You like Dayton better?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, kinda, yeah. Because like it's like
downtown or like this area.
Just like where everyone, like all my friends are here, so pretty much, yeah. But it's kind of embarrassing because like I was like all my other brothers were born in Florida. So like it would have been way more cool if I was born in Florida as well. So like being born in Cincinnati, that's definitely like a downgrade. But like
yeah. Speaking of Jonathan Cincinnati and his family, his sister is also here on the set. Grace, come here. Come say hi to my mic.
What's up?
Plug your Instagram or something.
Oh, follow me on Instagram at grace.luterat, LUTTERODT.
Alright, we also got Natalie in here to say something.
Natalie Cook.
Hi.
Don't smack your gum, please.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Yeah, they kind of just came into the set unasked, and it's kind of now they're kind of just in here watching us. So, yeah, man. So, you grew up going to that school. How'd you feel about Clifton?
I hate it. Like, that school is so unorganized and like it's not good at all. Like, we literally have like 5 or 6 classes, and there's like 2 or 3 grades in each class. And
really?
Like it's not.
So it's like multi-grade classrooms.
Yeah,
okay.
Every classroom is a multi-grade classroom.
Yeah.
And like everything we organize is never well put together. I'm sorry if like you're listening from Clifton. Probably not though, but like the church is pretty good, but the school is not where it needs to be.
I have to say though, Kojo, do you get to hear him speak like every week?
Well, he's he's associate pastor.
Yo, I'm sorry to ask, but can you guys please go out? Or at least Kobe, because Kobe keeps talking and it's picking up on the mic. Okay, whatever. Okay, continue.
So, Kojo is associate pastor and youth pastor at Clifton. So him along with Pastor Jebel Moses, our main pastor, they alternate sometimes. So like Kojo would speak like at least once a month.
Yeah. And
like in church, and then he's also our youth pastor. So like he'll like interact with the youth a lot. So like I hear him on an average basis.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So Kojo is he's a pastor that obviously pastors at Jonathan's church, as he just mentioned. He did a week of prayer at our school this last week, and he said a lot of really cool things.
I can honestly say he was like he gave like my favorite sermons that like I've ever heard.
I mean, okay, so a lot of the stuff he said was like some like pretty cliche stuff, but he said it in a way that like made it like new, like it had this like new meaning to it. Like the way he talked about love, I really liked what he said when he gave that one liner. Love is what shows other people that they still have value. I think that that spoke to me a lot. Not only that, like love isn't just like doing something kind of in your own heart. Like it's not just benefiting you, but it really is benefiting the other person. It like if someone's feeling down, whatever, if you love them, that's how they can feel that they still mean something in life, and they still have a purpose, and they still have value, because everybody does have value.
Amen.
Speaking of, yeah, never mind. By the way, thank you guys for your guys' feedback. I've at school the other day I heard my friend Skylar. I was kind of upstairs in the balcony in the library. If you don't go to our school, our library kind of has 3 floors. You walk in and then there's like a stair that goes up and stairs that goes down, but it's all like one big open room. Pretty much, it's weird. So I was sitting upstairs in study hall, and I overheard my friend Skylar downstairs talking to a bunch of people about how good our podcast was, and I just had to look over. I was like, "Yo, Skylar, thank you, man. Like, that's awesome, bro." I told him I'd like mention him in the podcast. So thank you, Skylar, so much. I love you, buddy. Meant a lot. So I kind of have a question for you, Jonathan. ever since you've come to our school, you kind of have, you've had a lot of love interest. Would you agree to that?
Yeah.
Okay. You wanna do you want to share with us a few of your thoughts on like relationships and stuff? And like what you look for and,
Yeah. So I guess like everyone at SVA knows that like I have the worst luck in the world. So like I've
David's got some bad luck too. I'm not gonna lie.
Torby.
This is like
we all have we've all had bad luck. Okay, let's be honest.
But like my luck, okay. Like I failed a lot. Like okay, so okay, let's change that. So like what I look for in a person.
Yes. Like don't talk about like one specific person. I'm just saying like relationships in general. Yeah. Like when you're looking for a relationship with the girl. What stuff you look for?
What these girls got to know about you, Jonathan? What? They're gonna come crawling to you.
I guess just like if any of my friends know I'm a pretty lit person. Like I love to make people laugh. Mm-hmm. That's like literally what I do all the time in school. So like
being petty and making people laugh are not the same thing. Okay, not the same thing. So
those are my top things. But I'm a pretty funny guy. But yeah, just like wanting to open up.
He's okay.
I make jokes all the time. That's literally what I do.
It's pretty funny.
But yeah, just letting a girl like be open to getting to know the real me, like, and not like the shy me like at the beginning. But and what I look for in a girl is intelligence, because I really like an intelligent person.
Intelligence is in like how smart they are, like with their educational stuff, or intelligence in like their life decisions?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I would agree, but also humor, because I love to laugh, and also being open to trying new things. But yeah, on relationship advice, I'm not the one to go to, because there's really only.
I can see that.
There's really only like one. Okay, let's stop there. Never mind.
I really like that part where you said being open to like knowing who you really are, and that's also something like what it takes for me to like be my full self is I need an outgoing person who like literally doesn't care what they say to me, and that's why I think like with most guys, like I think more guys are like that in general.
I'm with you.
Yeah, so like that's why like I became
I just wish like what I look for the biggest thing is just someone who just willing to talk about anything.
Yeah, like
they'll open up.
You and Kobe, like that's why I was like super like easy like to get super close with in such a short amount of time. Like I like you guys would just tell me anything, and like I was be like okay, and then I do stupid stuff with you guys. So
yeah, it's pretty much the Wilkins way. You go and act like a friggin' idiot, then you like 2 minutes later you're having like a really serious conversation.
Yeah,
it's like you're like way up here, then you're way down here. That's pretty much what we do here.
As I say, the Wilkins brothers keep me balanced. I have one that boosts my ego, and then I have one that breaks me down. I won't say who it is, but you guys know.
I got an idea.
I'm gonna say who it is. I'm so nice to Devin, dude.
You're very nice.
So I don't ever tear Devin down. I'm always building him up.
Shout out to you, Kobe.
Shout out to Kobe, my brother. I can't say that. I was about to say the L word, but
Loser?
No.
What is the L word? No, don't say it if you don't want.
I'll
save that for graduation.
It's hard to say. Yeah, I'll save it for graduation. There you go. Yeah, for relationships with me, yeah, the biggest thing I look for is just for someone who's able to carry a conversation, like a good, meaningful conversation, and someone who's like willing to not only have a conversation, but be able to have conversations where if we disagree on something, it'll still be okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people I talk to at my school where we have conversations about stuff, and like, and I'm totally fine with disagreeing with someone on something. Like, and I don't think anything less of the person. It's just an opinion. But like sometimes people will like, they'll kind of like, they'll get like really upset at me, and then they'll like take it kind of personally, and it makes me feel really bad because that's really not what I was going for. I'm just trying to have a good time and trying to, like I said in the last podcast, I try to use every single conversation in my life to put me a little further. Mm-hmm. Even though it's not always going to happen, it's a good mindset to have. So, obviously, physical attraction will file in just because, It always does.
Yeah.
But the mind is where it's at, dude. Like, I want someone who... I want someone who's very outgoing as well. You know, if that makes any sense.
Amen.
I need
Like-
that person.
I just love to be outgoing. I love being spontaneous too. Like just be able to go. Like me and Devin, like we kind of last night. It was 3:00 in the morning, and we just went to Walmart with our friend Enoch, who was on the podcast last night too. He wanted some food, so we're like, okay, we'll go to Walmart. You know, just spontaneous, not going, and just willing to just do a bunch of fun stuff, anytime. You know. Yeah. Although in high school, though, you know, a lot of people talk about, oh, I don't really feel like relationships are worth it in high school. I kind of disagree. Also, a lot of people say, like, a relationship in high school, it shouldn't be super serious because, you know, you're probably not going to end up marrying them. I agree and disagree with that because, number one, it's probably true you probably won't end up married with them. But, number three...
But doesn't mean you shouldn't try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's all about trying?
I think Pastor Jason, explains that very well.
Yeah. Okay, wait, yeah. You talk.
Like he always says like, always expect that a relationship is gonna end, and always be willing to like just go like always like he always says going on dates is worth it because for experience and also like there's many stages of a relationship that you're gonna go through, and like. It's worth getting the experience and always like know that something's gonna end, and I think that's very like sobering to like if it does last.
Yeah.
Like it makes you grow.
The way I look at that, I mean, obviously, like I'm still a teenager, I'm a kid. I don't have any experience with that because I've never been out of high school, at least like past high school. So, you know, Pastor Jason probably is more liable to give an opinion on that. But however, right now, I would like to say I disagree with that. Just the part that like you should expect it to end. For me, like if I fall in love with someone right now in high school, I'm not gonna like expect it to end. Well, cause like I kind of have the mindset where like whatever happens to me in my life, I'm gonna be okay. Like as long as you tell yourself that, you're gonna be okay. So, just me right now, if I fell in love with a girl, I'd want to do everything I could to try to see. As long as I didn't have a problem with them, when I still loved them. I would want to see how far we could take it past high school as well.
I kind of disagree.
And that's okay.
Cause like, I mean, you could obviously like want it.
Like
to,
I wouldn't expect us to get married, but I wouldn't be planning on ending it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, like you don't have to plan on wanting to end it, but expecting it to end, even though it might not, like prepares you mentally to be like a better person for them.
Yeah.
And also like. Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
But like, okay, so like I said, like I do think there's a lot of truth to what Pastor Jason said on that, and he probably, like I said again, he probably has more liability to talk about this because he has a lot more experience with that stuff, and he's a lot older, and he's actually been through that stuff. But just for me personally, I've kind of become the person where like whatever like happens to me, whatever is thrown against me, as long as I tell myself I'm gonna be okay, and I get that, I just drill that into my head. I'll be okay no matter what happens to me. Then I feel like if I fall in love with a girl and my relationship has to end, I feel like I'd be hurt at first, but I'd be able to take it pretty well.
We didn't get what kind of traits, Aiden.
I think it depends on the person.
What kind of traits for you?
Okay, if we're gonna talk about that, probably I think my main thing. I'll talk about it. I think my main thing is
she has to be tall.
I mean,
Aiden's 6'5", by the way.
I'm 6'5", so tall.
6'5" and can drive. Sorry.
Alright, let's not talk about that. I think the biggest thing is probably just somebody who is easy to talk to because why don't we get into it? My last relationship, it was not easy to talk to the person.
Yeah. I mean, it's too
I put in too much effort.
It was like two people who are both not very conversation dominant. It makes any sense. Like you guys both aren't awkward, but you guys are like conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like in a good relationship, whether it's with in a good relationship, whether it's like just like a friendship like us, or whether you're trying to get a relationship with a girl, like a dating relationship.
Right.
You gotta have at least one person who's conversation dominant, one person who's just kind of like more chill.
Yeah, we didn't have that.
You know how I say opposites attract. I feel like in that case, opposites do attract.
Yeah.
You guys didn't have that.
That's my main thing.
That's totally okay.
I really do think I need an opposite person to me, because, like you said, like, well, if you want to say I'm not awkward, I'll let you say that.
You kind of did, but.
Listen. Well, okay, listen, but what I mean is, I need, like, because if I have someone that's, like, not outgoing or, like, isn't easy to talk to, then it's definitely, I don't think would work out in the best. Yeah. Because for me, I don't think there's gonna be much progress because I'm that person. Uh-huh. So, yeah, that's just what's gotta work. So in that case, yeah, opposites do attract in that. Mm-hmm. I hate you, Torby.
Sorry, I keep exposing Devin. Well, I'm not really exposing him. I'm just, That's what this is about, though. Real talk,
Real talk.
That's what I love about this podcast. Is that like, yeah, that's what I don't know what the heck that was. That's what I love about this podcast because like I really do strive to have meaningful and good conversations with people like that. Like every time I love going to social things just because I get to meet people and just talk to people, and I want to keep building my social skills up every day. And by having this podcast, it kind of like opens up an opportunity for that to happen without an excuse. Devin's stomach just growled. That was pretty weird. It was really loud. I don't know if you guys heard it in the mic, but it was really loud. Yeah. Anyways, I really like doing this podcast stuff because it opens up like specific time for those kinds of conversations to happen. So I just think it's really cool. But yeah, I think we should probably come to a wrap soon. So thank you guys for listening once again or watching. So my Instagram, if you'd like to come follow me, it's Torvy_Wilkins. That's TORVY_Wilkins. Devin.
Mine is dev.anderson1. I'll let these two shout their Instagrams. Yeah. Did I know your Instagrams? Well, he changes his every so often.
I do. Follow me on Instagram. It's jonathan.luterot. It's just my name, JONATHAN.LUTTERODT. And I'm on road to 600. So give me the 600 followers. Also, I have really fresh pictures, so.
He does have fresh pictures.
That's true. All right, Aiden McCoy. Okay, my Instagram handle is PNW_Aiden McCoy. AYDENMCCOY.
And we'll tag them on our most recent post for episode 4.
Sure.
And on Miscellaneous Talk. And we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace out.
See you.